Hello, YouTube, and good morning. It is January 12th, 2024, a Friday. The weekend is here, 9:22 a.m. I'm a little bit late. I just rolled out of bed like 10 minutes before I started going live. If you are watching this on YouTube, you can check these out on playback.tv/slightlybiased every morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Going to churn out some weekend episodes, I think, this weekend. Going to churn some out. If you are catching this on playback.tv/slightlybiased, you can watch the VODs of these streams over on the Slightly Biased Clips channel. Let's get those subscribers up, guys. Let's get those subscribers up. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers there. I think we're at like 540 or something. Not a lot to talk about across the NBA last night. I got to be brutally honest with you. It was a shitty night/day. There was a day game of basketball. Lots of blowouts. The Mavericks and Knicks game was the closest game we had, and the only reason that got even close was because the Mavericks diarrheaed themselves down the stretch. Otherwise, this was a 20-point game for most of it, but a really impressive win by the Mavericks. No two ways around it. Really impressive stuff. They pull it out 128-124. This got down to a one-point game at one point before the most hilarious possession you've ever seen in your life ensued, and Josh Green hit a dagger three. But just a great win for a shorthanded Mavericks team against what was, going into this game, the hottest team in the NBA, winners of 5 straight, best defense in the league, best offensive rebounding team in the league. Just a lot of boxes that they checked that would make you think that this would be a really, really tough game for the Mavericks. And, man, they pull it out. They get a great win. Kyrie Irving plays incredible. 44 points, 10 assists. 44 points is the most that he has had in a game for the Dallas Mavericks. NBAU, shout out to our boy NBAU. Kyrie Irving, last 5 games since coming back from injury, 33 points per game, 65% true shooting, 52% from 3 on 8 attempts per game. Hello? 7.5 rebounds, 3.5 stocks. I mean, he's going crazy. Kyrie's been incredible. Again, it just extends well beyond scoring. It's rebounding the basketball. It's playing defense. It's leadership. It's setting the pace. It's setting the tone. It's getting out and running. It's all of the things that you really you want anybody on your team to do. Kyrie's doing them, and it's really helped out the Mavericks over this recent stretch. And in the games since he's returned, they're what? How many games has he been back? 6? So at 4-2? And hilariously enough, those 2 losses were against the Jazz, who are a good team. And if we just exclude that game, and just go his last 5 games, Mavs 4-1, with wins over the Timberwolves, wins over the Knicks, and a loss against the Grizzlies. That's just inexcusable for a lot of different reasons. And in a game like, Mark Falwell will follow me on Twitter at some point. That'll be a feel good moment when I see that. I'm trying to think who's like the most impressive person who follows me on Twitter. They're all impressive in my book. Yeah, all you guys are all the same to me. I play no favorites. But probably my favorite is Kenny Beecham follows me. We were supposed to collab, and it never happened, unfortunately. Maybe down the road. Anyways, man, just a remarkable player. So fun to watch. Can't believe he's on our team. Can't believe he's on the Mavericks. I have to cut down saying our team. I realize non-Mavericks fans watch these sometimes. Glad you're not being a Debbie Downer today. Hey, man, no need to. After wins like this. Hold on, that was a nasty move, dude. Oh, he's disgusting. I learned something, actually, after the Locked On Mavs episode last night. I was scrolling through the comments, which I never do on Locked On. just because I'm a guest on someone else's show, and sometimes those comments cannot be very fun to read. But I went and looked. I just wanted to get a gauge of the fan base. Kyrie, I guess it was a Kyrie stan. I guess it was a Kyrie stan. Was mad at me and shitting on me for, I don't even know what I said about Kyrie that could possibly make Kyrie fans mad. I absolutely love Kyrie. I absolutely love Kyrie and have loved Kyrie pretty much every single second that he's been with the Mavericks. But I guess that Kyrie stands were mad because I said he was a secondary star, which, okay, I didn't realize that that was up for debate. But okay, all right. Okay. So Luka stands hate me, and I guess Kyrie stands hate me. I must be doing something right. I must be doing something right if both of those standums hate me. So I thought that was interesting. There was some post game comments from Kyrie I also thought were interesting. It's hard. These fucking videos from the pressers where you can't hear a single fucking word he's saying. You know, I respect the media people who ask the questions and post these videos, but you can't hear a single word Kyrie Irving saying. Let's see if we can try and make this out.
And up just means coming in with that same focus level as if somebody else was out there. You know, if Luka was out there or D-Log was out there, and being able to fulfill that role and do it at a high level. No excuses. So me getting off to a good start, I don't have any excuses anymore with this team, whether Luka's in the lineup or not. I got to start off with an aggressive mindset, an aggressive mentality, and lead the group in that way. And then allow the game management to tell you what we need to do for the rest of the game.
Great. That's great to hear, genuinely. Aggressive Kyrie early in the games, good stuff for the Mavericks. So it does, Kyrie playing at this level. Hopefully he can sustain it. Hopefully he stays healthy. Knock on glass. I think this team's biggest issue has been health. I know it's an easy answer, but it's true. I want to be able to evaluate this team off a long stretch of healthy play. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's not even a debate. It's not even a debate. We haven't. What did we say? That Kyrie, Luka, and Derek Lively as a trio have played 16 games together? I mean, that's nothing. That is nothing. It's really difficult. It's really difficult. The only team more injured than us is the Grizzlies, right? I think the Mavs are like 10th or something in one of the metrics I saw, but I mean, they've been ravaged by injuries. And it is hard. It is hard to really judge a team whenever they're this injured. It just is. It's a cop out, but it's a good cop out. So I love this answer from Kyrie Irving. Him being more aggressive helps the Mavericks. Their ceiling is high. I've been saying that. I've been consistent on that, even through the lows points of the season. Even last year when I was pro tanking, I conceded that, yeah, well, if they do get into the play-in, Luka and Kyrie's a nasty duo, but it just didn't make sense for that team. And obviously, we're very happy that they tanked, but you think the offense looks quite different when Kyrie runs it instead of Luka and Kyrie? Well, yeah, the offense is faster. I mean, that's not up for debate. Doesn't mean it's better. Doesn't mean it's better. We saw plenty of moments last night where having a guy like Luka who could just completely and totally dictate the pace of a game. Where having a guy like that was desperately needed. But Kyrie did a great job. Kyrie did a great job. when healthy to be Luka taking on those double team traps and making better decisions. Yeah. Plus, the Mavericks were just knocking down threes, too, last night at like an incredibly high clip. What did they shoot? They shot like 50% from three as a team, 41% from three. So they were just knocking down threes. When this team knocks down threes, they're really hard to beat. I mean, that's just true regardless of who's playing. You know, that's just the reality. Now, I do think that Luka could take – this is where having a guy like Kyrie really helps. Somebody who's obviously an incredible player, but also somebody who's been around a while, who's been on a championship team, who's been a champion. Not only was he a champion, was incredible in that playoff run and in that finals. And not just any finals. I mean, one of the crazier series of all time. But also somebody who's played next to maybe the best player in the history of the sport, LeBron James. You know, Luka can learn a lot from a guy like Kyrie. Luka's still young. He's still got plenty to learn. And having a guy like Kyrie who, boom, brings it every night when he's on the court, brings it every single night, energy and focus from the beginning, from the opening tip-off. That's stuff that Luka still can learn in certain games. When it's time to bring it, Luka brings it. There's no two ways around that. Luka's not, walking around in huge games. Luka shows up for those. The problem is showing up for all the games. That's what Kyrie brings. That's what Luka can learn to do a little bit better. Mavs 3-point shooting in the second half was a little bit rough. Oh, the offense in general in the second half was a little bit rough. Again, the Knicks slowed the ball down, or the game down. And you saw why having a guy like Luka is so important. Somebody who could just break down those defenses and get you good looks anyways. Yeah, Derrick Jones Jr. needs to get hot from three again. He's still doing stuff, though. I don't know if Luka cares enough about MVPs to go all out. 82 games. He's a 16-game player. Yeah, but when your team is not good enough to just coast, and the Mavericks aren't, you need to show up for every game. It's a tough conference with the play-in tournament now. You don't want to be in the play-in tournament. Like, it's better than not being in it, but you just really don't want to because anything can happen in a one-game win-or-go-home environment. Just win. Just make the playoffs. Yeah, Grant was good. I mean, really, like, lots of positives. I don't know. Seth Curry just doesn't look great to me. There's just something about him this year. It just doesn't. It's not popping. I'm surprised Hardy went 2 of 8. I still thought he played a great game. Made the right decisions, even on his missed shots. They were just good looks that he didn't hit. But I thought he played a good game. Yeah, he did. That was one of Hardy's better games just as a playmaker. Making the right decisions, making the right reads. Still hope for Hardy. Still hope for him. I think his future fit with like a healthy Mavericks team is just a little weird and wonky. But just as a player, I think he's still got plenty of room to grow, whether it's here or somewhere else. I don't know. But anyways, a nice win for the Mavericks. Knicks, a commendable effort. I mean, the Knicks are a great team. So the Mavericks just bomb threes. I mean, that's just kind of, sometimes that shit just happens, Sometimes a team comes out and is just bombing threes on you, and there's just not a lot you can do. And that's like a hard pill to swallow sometimes because you want to blame somebody and you want to get mad and yell, but sometimes it's just like, hey, this team just came out and bombed threes on us. DiVincenzo's a good player, man. He's been good lately, too. Highest scoring quarter of the year for the Mavs, 44. What did the Pistons score against the Kings? I'm pretty sure that was the highest scoring quarter of the entire season for any team, 47. And they scored, 60 the rest of the game? Really underwhelming Underwhelming Brunson game, yeah. Took him a while to get going. Started off slow and was getting cooked on defense. I mean, the Mavericks are going at him. But a nice win for the Mavericks. Last 3 games, 2 wins against some of the best teams in the league. Timberwolves and the Knicks. And a loss to one of the more lost teams in the league, in the Memphis Grizzlies. What a hilarious team. And yeah, 2 games coming up against the Pelicans. So schedule's not lightening up for the Mavericks anytime soon. So just got to keep coming out and playing. You know who you can be. You know who you can be when you show up and you're ready to go from opening tip-off. So be it. I'm not buying into the Knicks hype. A 5-game run doesn't mean much. Well, they're a good team, though. I do kind of agree with you, but I think a 5-game winning streak can be fool's gold sometimes. But if you look at some of the advanced metrics, they're pretty fucking legit. Didn't the Pels rest their guys be healthy against us? They played tonight against the Nuggets, I think. And yes, they have a lot of guys listed as questionable. Although I will say this, sometimes teams do that. That's a brutal back-to-back for the Pelicans, by the way, traveling in a time zone difference. Sometimes they list guys as questionable to set them up to sit them in the next game. That does happen. So we'll see. It does make some sense for the Pelicans if you just look at it realistically. Well, I mean, they're only 3 games back of the Nuggets. It really depends. If the Pelicans are like, you know what, we can make a push for a top seed in the West, and we need these tiebreakers against the Nuggets. Or if it's, you know what, we're probably not going to be a top seed in the West. We need these tiebreakers against the Mavericks. It really kind of depends. Yeah, I mean, the Mavericks going 2-0 would be massive. I'd be happy with a split. I would. Assuming one of the losses isn't horrible. All right, some other games across the league. Yesterday, Cavaliers beat the Nets. The Nets made a late push. Donovan Mitchell closed this game. This game wasn't really that close at all. The Nets are just a tire fire currently. They're a really bad team. The Nets are a tire fire. They're a really bad team. Dinwiddie's just been terrible. I don't. Nets fans seem to think that they can't even trade him. Like, there's just no world where they get something of value of him. I think Nets fans are also just done with Dorian, who was sick. Dorian and Dinwiddie, I guess, were sick in this game. I don't know. I would love Dorian back on the Mavericks. I just don't think it. I just don't think there's a avenue for it to make sense asset-wise for the Mavs, unfortunately. Bucks dismantle the Celtics. Celtics waved the white flag in the second half of this game. Celtics on the second night of a back-to-back. Just an absolute ass-whooping of epic proportions. NBA.com's updated MVP ladder. Oh, yeah, I saw that earlier. Sabonis at 7, man. Wow. Okay. Yeah, the TNT, that was a hilarious. That was hilarious when Ernie was like, well, the Celtics have waved the white flag. The Thunder are up by 40 points, so we're going to take it to the Mavericks-Knicks game where the Mavericks are up by 20 points. The Mavs-Knicks game did turn out to be a banger, but the Blazers lose by 60 points. I mean, how many points did they lose by? 62? Jesus Christ. How is that even possible? How is it even possible to lose by 62 points? That just sounds insane to me. 62? Yeah, Scoot Henderson was a minus 56. Jesus. Really bad. Really bad. The Blazers have had some moments this year where they're like kind of a fun, frisky team, but I feel like they've been getting their asses handed to them lately. 62-point loss to the Thunder. I'm not doing this math. However many points that is. 28-point loss to the Knicks. Did beat the Nets, but that's not much of an accomplishment currently. 36-point loss to the Mavericks. This was the game that Luka didn't play, right? 30-point loss to the Mavericks. My God. They're getting their asses handed to them. Man, these bad teams. It's really bad. And then the Lakers lose yet again. The Suns. Bradley Beal looked really good in this game. I'm not ready to give up on the Suns just yet. Not ready to give up on them just yet. What do you want, Bubba? Come here. What? Not ready to give up on the Suns just yet. Lakers, though. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear those meows? Lakers now 19-20. I think it might be time for a little subreddit check-in. What do you think, Finn? What do you think? All right, yeah. What a strange guy he is. How old is Finn? 14, I believe. And he's got catnip. He's an addict. He's a catnip addict. We've been trying to get him off of it, but he just can't quit. I just didn't realize how kind of creepy the Lakers subreddit is. Like, that looks like a ghost. It's 2 ends. And he's back. He wants food. Yeah, give me a second. All right, where's the post game? Coach, the lead is slipping away fast. We should probably cut a timeout, guys. I'm trying to watch the game here. Oh, man. It's so funny. Everybody hates their coach. Pockets, pockets, pockets. Chris Haynes on TNT just said the Lakers are seriously considering trading for DeJounte Murray. I don't see it. What do they think? Yeah, I don't see that at all. I don't know what that does for you. Oh my God. I've actually seen Raptors fans who think the Mavericks package is the best one. Man, they miss Vogel. Firing Vogel was always a stupid thing, I thought, at least. People don't realize this. You can always do worse with a coach, especially like a coach who's had like real success for you. I mean, Vogel won them a championship. Firing him, you could always do way worse. Like, you could always do way worse. You want up here? Get up here. Okay, what? And he's out of here again. What are you doing, bro? Post-game drinking game. Take a sip if Ham. The reason why I said Ham is they always call him Darvin Hamas. Take a sip if Ham says fills our cup up. Okay, I don't know. I don't listen to those post-game press conferences. Oh, yeah. Hate to be that guy, but we weren't a contender the moment Hamas was still our coach. That's crazy. That is just crazy. Darvin Hamas is just nuts. Hate him all you want, but please quit calling him that. It's disrespectful to a lot of people who have lost their lives and the families to be joking around with that term. Darvin Hamas is a basketball terrorist. Exactly what Hamas is doing to this team is a war crime. Bro, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Holy shit. What's funny too is I saw Lakers fans. They'd won what 2 games in a row, and they were starting to feel it a little bit. Yep, 2 wins in a row. The Clippers and the Raptors. I mean, pretty decent wins. They were starting to feel it. Granted, the Raptors game was handed to them on a fucking silver platter. They were starting to feel good. You know, I was seeing it real time. I even saw some people who said, "Oh, this would be a great play-in matchup," and Lakers fans were underneath it saying, "Play-in? We're not making the play-in. We're skipping right past the play-in. We're going to be in the playoffs. No play-in. No, you guys aren't. You guys probably won't make the play-in." That much is true. Yep, the Westbrook trade is just a nightmare. Just a nightmare through and through. What this didn't really make sense at the time. Doesn't make sense at all. Hindsight. I don't know what my cat wants right now. He wants something. He wants food, but he's just gonna have to be patient. You're just gonna have to be a little patient, buddy. You're gonna have to be a little patient, okay? All right. So that's all the NBA stuff from yesterday, pretty much. No real substantial news. Yeah, trust me, this cat's not starving. No real substantial news. This cat is so fucking spoiled. He won't eat unless the bowl of food can be damn near full. He won't eat until you freshly pour it. Like, he has to see you dip it in the bag and get it out, or else he won't eat. It's the same. It's the same too with his water. He'll knock over his water cup if he wants a fresh. If he wants fresh water, the water cup's getting knocked over. And it can't be tap water. It's got to be Brita. Do we look at Fanspo? This might just be a short episode because my cat is really pestering me. Do we look at Fanspo? I've been a little just disappointed in Fanspo lately. Just got to be honest with you. My cat's not rolling around. Oh, God. Oh, God. We might not do Fanspo. We might not do Fanspo. Klay Thompson and Andre Drummond. Okay. It's not that. It's somewhat interesting for the Mavericks, actually, because you're getting a backup center and Klay Thompson replaces Tim Hardaway Jr. shooting, but you're also getting off Holmes Maxi's contract, and you're not really giving up anything. However, I do agree. I would actually rather have Tim Hardaway Jr. than Klay at this juncture. But also, you're getting off of 2 larger contracts. But also, at the same time, these contracts might be a little bit more valuable next year when you need to make trades. However, the rest of this trade is fucking horrible. Markkanen is not getting traded, and if he was, it's getting much better package in return than this. Okay, now those future Warriors picks are interesting for sure. But no. And for that reason, I'm out. Siakam, wow. Okay. Siakam, Caruso, Drummond, 3 pick swaps happening. The Bulls are getting Rashawn Holmes 1 first and a second for Caruso and Drummond. Nah, they're going to need more than that. They're going to need more than that. Methinks. And the Raptors are getting Tim, Grant, Maxey, Hardy, 3 swaps. No, I don't think either the Bulls or the Raptors say yes to this. Huge slam dunk win trade for the Mavericks, though. 6 players going to the Mavericks. All right, let's see what this is all about. Markieff Morris dies. Andre Drummond, Cork Maz, Robert Covington. Mavs giving up Rashawn Holmes, Dwight Powell, Jaden Hardy a second. I love this. Great trade. Really? Feels like a lackluster return if you're giving up Hardy. People are saying they love this as Mavs fans because everyone hates Dwight Powell. That's why. Holy shit. What's up with these Clay to the Mavs things lately? Oh, an extended trade. 4 years, $140 million for Clay. Yay! That's exactly what we want. Oh, and Draymond. All right, Mavericks get Draymond, Clay, Jalen McDaniels, who's terrible. People keep asking me about him. I don't think he's good. All right, what else is going on in this trade? The Warriors are getting Zach LaVine, Pascal Siakam. Okay. Tim Hardaway Jr., Grant Williams, Sean Holmes, Alec Burks. What are they giving up? The Warriors get all of that and they give up 1 first-round pick in the process. 1 first-round pick in the process. Unbelievable. Unreal. What is up with the fucking Klay Thompson trades? Did I miss something? Klay Thompson and Corey Joseph for Tim Hardaway Jr., Rashawn Holmes, and Maxi Kleba. Again, you're getting off some contracts. You guys remember my long-standing belief that oh, I already have this guy blocked. Why is his stuff popping up? I already blocked this guy. Okay. Delete your account, please. Tired of you popping up on my feed. I've already blocked you. Unfortunately, that feature is terrible on this platform. I shouldn't have to see accounts that I've already blocked. All right, any interesting non-Mavs trades? Just real quick. Really quick. Quick hitters. In the last 24 hours. The Magic look to compete while the Grizzlies and Spurs gear up for next year. Let's see. Grizzlies get Wendell. I'm actually interested. That's kind of interesting. The Spurs get Fultz. That's actually pretty interesting as well. The Grizzlies get Luke Kennard, or the Magic get Luke Kennard. All right, they get some shooting. Doug McDermott, they really get some shooting. Charles Bassey, who's injured, but kind of nice. A future first and a second. Pretty interesting, actually. I don't think the Magic would do it either, just because I don't think these players really fit into what they got going on. But not a terrible trade, though. I like where the head's at. I do. This is the dream. Oh, we already looked at this. Who the hell's that? They're trading from the guy from the Proud family. Daniel Gafford and Jonathan Kuminga to the Mavericks. Let's see. Mavs are giving up 1 first-round pick. Hardy, Holmes, and Tim. Okay, Warriors getting Siakam and Timmy. The Raptors are getting Kuzma. Rashawn Holmes, Moody, a first. The Wizards are getting Clay, Hardy, and 3 firsts. Huh. Huh. Kind of interesting. The Raptors would have to really like Kyle Kuzma. All right, enough of fanspo for the day. Okay, maybe one more. Can't quit. What's this one? This has to be the one that happens. Pelicans get Siakam. I was saying yesterday, or whatever it was, like, why are the Pelicans never mentioned in trade talks? They have a lot of assets. But, like, nobody ever talks about them. Pelicans get Siakam. The Raptors get Chris Paul, Trey Murphy, 2 firsts. That's actually interesting. And the Warriors get Valanciunas, Larry Nance, and Kira Lewis. Wait, why are the Warriors getting all that? Oh, they give a pick. I feel like that's actually. I feel like the Pelicans say no to that, right? I feel like the Pelicans say no to that. Who's playing center for you? They love Trey Murphy too. I don't think that they're just gonna get rid of him. All right, let's just do this real quick. Our NFL picks. Now, just full disclosure, there's a couple of these teams that I don't think I've watched a single game of this year, but that's not preventing me from making picks. Let's get a Google Doc going. NFL division wild card round. Fuck. Round picks. Browns and Texans. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Joe Flacco's back. That's fun and exciting. Texans got a rookie quarterback. I was listening to a podcast that said rookie quarterbacks are usually horrible in the playoffs. But why exactly would I not pick the Texans? Texans just got a weird vibe to them in a good way. I'm going Texans. We'll go 27. I think the Browns lay an egg. Browns 13. I think the Browns lay an egg. I think they lay an egg. Dolphins and Chiefs on Peacock. This was a tough one. This was a brutal conversation I had. Went to my grandparents' house yesterday, and it was tough. It was tough. It was tough explaining to them how they weren't going to be able to watch this game. They didn't quite understand it. They said, "No, it's on NBC." I said, "No, it's on Peacock." And they said, "What the fuck is that?" I said, "You're not going to watch it." Okay. I would come over and help explain to you how to do it, but it's just a futile effort. Okay. Apparently, it's supposed to be dangerous, is what they were saying. Apparently, the weather is dangerous. It's supposed to get minus 30 degrees with the wind chill. What the hell? Is that safe for them to be playing? Like, that's like not even fun cold. That's just like, are we gonna survive this? I don't know if Peacock is free. Do you have to have a Peacock subscription to watch this game? You have to have a Peacock subscription? You're fucking good. You're joking. Oh my god. Oh man, this one is actually tough. Part of me kind of feels like the Dolphins might have a little bit of an advantage here, right? Running the ball with Raheem Mostert. I'm still gonna go Chiefs though. Raheem Mostert? Mostert? Chiefs will go 20-23. Dolphins will go 20. How about this one be a fun one? Be a barn burner. All right. Sunday games. Steelers and Bills. Oh man, the Bills are 10-point favorites. Who is Mitchell Trubisky the starting? Who's the starting quarterback for the Steelers? Is it Trubisky? Mason Rudolph? Okay. Bills 54. Steelers 3. Okay. Here we go. Cowboys Packers. Packers been on one lately. I know because I had Jordan Love as the quarterback in my dynasty league. I know that he's been going off. Listen, I want to be upfront here. I've seen this. People like Cowboys fans like time to exercise some demons. Time to exercise some demons. The demons that were needed to be exercised were against Aaron Rodgers. Okay, let's call a spade a spade. This is not the same rivalry. All right, grow the fuck up. This is not the same rivalry. The rivalry was against Aaron Rodgers. Okay, not Jordan Love. God bless the man. This isn't a rivalry anymore. All right. And by the way, it wasn't a rivalry anyways because they always embarrassed us in the playoffs. Cowboys 38. Packers 17. All right. Just get out of there with a W. Rams and Lions. Oh, that's juicy. That's juicy. Wow. Everyone that I've been seeing thinks the Rams are going to win, which kind of makes me scared to pick them. In Detroit, the first home playoff game in Detroit in how long? How long has it been since they've had a home playoff game? 92? 92 years or 1992? That place is going to be rocking, dude. 7 p.m. start time. I'm going Lions. I think people might be overthinking this a tiny bit. Lions will go 28. Or Rams 27. We'll have it be a barn burner. We'll have it be a great one. And then Monday night playoff games suck. Monday night playoff games suck. Eagles and Bucks. Jesus, both these teams stink. You judge for the shits and gigs. We'll go Bucks. We'll take the Bucks. We'll take the Bucks. 17. Eagles 13. Just a horrible game. All right, those are my predictions. Feel good. Feel good. Feel good. Here, let's see what the slated games are tonight for the NBA. I will say I like that the Mavericks have found themselves playing like on the Thursday games because it means these like ginormous 13 game slates. I can just actually sit back and watch, pick games out. Kings Sixers is juicy, although no Embiid in this one. And the Sixers are still favorites. That's actually interesting to me. Pacers and Hawks. Rockets and Pistons. Magic and Heat. Pretty good. Warriors and Bulls. Could be a good game. Clippers, Grizzlies. Blazers, Wolves. Man. Hornets, Spurs. What the fuck's going on? Raptors, Jazz is kind of fun. Two teams have been playing good lately. Pelicans, Nuggets. Pelicans might be resting everyone. Wow, these games look horrible on paper. All right. Well,